What is up, y'all? We are back for another GTA 6 video. We got to talk about it. But before we get into it, definitely smash the like button because it definitely helps. And make sure you subscribe and join the I Like Gaming family. To get into everything, I want to talk about what GTA 6, needs to do when it does come. And to get into it, so we saw how GTA 5 was. It still had limitations. I still play RP here and there, and stuff like that when it comes to GTA, and a lot of people branched off from Grand Theft Auto 5 online to RP, and from my knowledge, Rockstar is working with people who deals with RP and stuff like that, so that's a good thing to hear because it's obvious that they're going to try to be like RP. They're going to do things that RP does, but incorporate it in just their video game, the blueprint of Grand Theft Auto 6. So, as we push forward, I think what's going to happen is this might be the best GTA of all time. Yes, I said it. Don't kill me in the comments, but I mean, I started playing Grand Theft Auto with Vice City. Vice City, we went from there. I love San Andreas, but when you sit here and think about it, a lot of GTAs had limitations. Even the most recent GTA 5, you couldn't go on any of, the buildings that kind of had that look to it, like basically that look where there's no access to it. But we're hearing that Grand Theft Auto 6 will have access to a lot of the buildings, which is very cool. And I told y'all the main thing I think that GTA 6 needs to kind of focus on is the NPC. We already heard that that's what they're doing. NPCs, with their jobs and stuff. More jobs, more varieties of the NPCs, more things said with them, and just more looks. Because when you go to, and play GTA 5, it was kind of like they were all similar for real. Like the NPCs, you'll catch a different one on another block, but they all kind of said the same thing, similar to how San Andreas did. And they kind of take away from the realism of the video game, unless you're in your own lane playing online or something like that. But the main thing I think with GTA 6, I think they just need to focus on more freedom, more freedom, and make sure this game can be played years from now. Because GTA 5, is just now getting that watered down feeling, to be honest, because it's been doing its thing, with online and everything, the mods and stuff like that. But it's just now becoming watered down right when GTA 6 has been announced and stuff like that. So that's good. But I think they need to just change more of like the realism when it comes to fighting. I feel like the fighting kind of felt like it felt real. The combo that Franklin hits you with, like the two punches and shit. He could kick you. I just want like a real fight, like maybe grab somebody, you could throw them, like just slam them or something like that. It just kind of felt combatish, if that makes sense, like almost like a fighter, like felt like a fighter game a little bit, the way you fought and stuff like that. Maybe they'll incorporate things where we got to get gas in the cars, but don't OD on it to the point we got to stop like real life. Because one thing I want to say is that, yeah, people are saying realism. We want this game to be real as possible, but sometimes real isn't always fun. They might go crazy and make everything real, and it's boring because you got to keep up with a lot of things and stuff like that. I mean, RP, you can eat food and shit with health, and you can do that in a lot of video games, but it's just more freedom in RP when you think about it. It's more selections of clothes, but I'm telling you right now, a lot of stuff like that we're not going to get due to license, like a Nike or a Jordan or something like that, because they don't want to pay the money. Rockstar wants to save their money and put all their money in their video game, but outside of like licensed things, I think that GTA will be good, especially with the story and Lucia. And I'm thinking we're going to get, like I said in my previous video, with Lucy and Jason, like a Bonnie and Clyde story. I saw something out there where someone speculated, this is not my speculation, where they speculated that the ending of the game will be you have to choose Jason or Lucia. Like they're going to end up going against each other, and you got to choose which one you want. That's very cool. But a lot of people don't like the female protagonist route. I think it's cool. I think that it's going to be cool because you got to think we had guys through all the GTAs. I think it would be even better if they gave us both. Like we can play with Jason and Lucia, how we used to switch out on GTA with Franklin and everyone. I think that will be cool. We could switch out and stuff and kind of learn both of their stories. But I think the reason they're promoting Lucia so much because she's like the first female protagonist. I think we're going to be able to play with Jason also. And then one thing they need to do, they need to put the realism, like that realism that they're trying to capture and, you know, trying to update these games with, they need to put that in Miami. Like, kind of put that in the Miami life with the NPCs, because I feel like if the NPCs look real, you won't even pay attention to the other shit, to be honest. The shit around you that looks accurate, like the buildings, the water, you know, the strips in Miami and everything. And it's looking like they're doing that, especially with that trailer when they're driving past the club. They're in the club with the females doing what they're doing on top of the car, shaking their ass and everything. I think that's them telling us like we're focusing on the things that matter. You know, the social media thing is going to be crazy. You know, if you play on RP, they have like legit Twitter and shit on there and everything. So I don't know. GTA can't, it's another license, so they're gonna have to make their own thing, you know, like knock off names for Twitter and Instagram, but you get the concept. I feel like another thing is like the gunplay, the weaponry. I think the weaponry needs to be a little bit more upgraded. I mean, it wasn't bad in GTA 5, but you know, I think it just needs to be upgraded a little bit more. And I think just the movement on GTA 5, it was a little loose, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I feel GTA 5's movement with the characters and stuff, it was a little too loose. That makes us maybe the movement could be tightened up a little bit. Like okay, have you guys ever played is it Mafia 3? Is it Mafia 3 when they're in like New Orleans? Yeah, so Mafia 3, that's something I think they should look into, like looking at Mafia 3 and how the movement was and how the realism is. Mafia 3 was a very good game. Like the graphics, the realism. When you drove a car, it felt like you were legit driving a car when you're pushing the gas. That's a perfect example. If GTA 6 could feel like Mafia 3 and take some of that realism, it'll be over with for real. Like incorporate online and everything. Oh my God. Like people are saying Red Dead. I can agree with that. Red Dead is definitely the latest game we got from Rockstar, and it shows us how much they've upgraded with, you know, video games, especially with just the realism of like doing something to someone, you know, the gunplay, just the movement. So yeah, definitely Mafia 3 and Red Dead mixed, it will be a great game. I can see them, you know, definitely taking a lot from Red Dead Redemption for sure, because Red Dead was such a good game, and the way they just operated, I know the map wasn't too big, but it felt big when you're playing. You know, Red Dead Redemption is online is nowhere near GTA 5 online, but I think it's just because you're in LA technically, and you can kind of make belief and have imagination on what you can do out there with friends and stuff. So I just think they're going to put a lot into the city. I hope they will. This is what they need to do. Put a lot of their attention in Miami and in the NPCs, and definitely the story. But from the looks, Lucia and Jason's story looks like it's going to be phenomenal and good. So overall, I can't wait for GTA 6. It will be coming out next year. I'm ready for it. And a lot of you guys have been asking me, am I going to stream, you know, here soon? Yes, I am going to stream here soon, in the works. Just know that I'm in the works of doing something very, very soon. So be looking out. We'll get some gameplay streams in. And yeah, man, I appreciate you all. And definitely, man, I want you all to hit me up on my social media. I Like Gaming, and I will see you guys in the next one. Be safe out there. Peace.